Now, the rise of the Indian American community in the US is a focus in this election season. Indian origin Deputy Mayor of New York City, Meera Joshi, in an exclusive conversation with DD India's Shubhendu Ghosh, speaks about her shared cultural heritage, the migrant crisis, and the priorities of New York City in this election.
There are some 5 million Indian Americans in the United States. It may be a small percentage of the population, but they're playing increasingly important, often leadership role in diverse domains of the American society. I have with me one such leader, the Deputy Mayor of New York City, Meera Joshi. Welcome to DD India, ma'am.
Thank you.
First, I'd like to learn from you the manner in which you reflect on your Indian American heritage and your experience of public service in this beautiful city.
So I think I look back to, my father came here decades ago now. He's passed now. But he came from a family of public service in India. And so in some ways, I feel like I'm continuing that tradition in America.
The importance that Indian American community represents in the larger diversity of New York, of the United States, what can you tell us about it?
You can see across the nation, Indians are playing a larger role in politics. They're taking leadership positions in roles that, this is the first year we've seen mayors, senators, congressmen, possible president. But the other way, and I'd say this is a smaller but a very significant way, we're making Indian culture part of New York City culture.
In the context of your work, one of the important challenges that is faced by New York City, as I understand, is the migrant crisis. What can you tell us about it and what is being done to address the challenge?
So like many global cities that are the economic epicenter of a nation, we attract people that are looking for opportunity. And we've seen an influx of that in a volume and at a pace and in a short duration that is a historical high. The other thing about New York City is we are a sanctuary city. If you come here, we will house you, we will feed you, we will ensure that your child has a school to go to. That makes us unique, and that also makes us very popular. We've risen to the challenge. I'm not going to say it hasn't been a strain. It has been a strain. But we have really managed in a way that New Yorkers do when crisis calls, that is uniquely part of the spirit of the city. And now we're at a place where we're seeing it dissipate. So we're taking some of the tents down that we've had to use to house people. And now it's time to integrate. We're a city built on immigration, and this is the next wave of it. So we're happy to have people come. This is a city of opportunity. The pace has been hard to handle, but the ultimate integration is going to happen.
Finally, it must be a busy time for you as an administrator. You handle multiple portfolios, including infrastructure. It's also time for presidential elections. What are your key priorities for the city going forward?
Like every city around the world, we're going to be led by the climate crisis. We have to ensure that our infrastructure is well maintained and is ready to protect us for the times ahead. So part of what we do is ensure that we're building well. So I think that this is just the world we live in now, and resiliency and funding projects that fight the climate crisis are going to be bipartisan.
Thank you very much for speaking with DD India. That was the Deputy Mayor of New York City, Meera Joshi, talking about her Indian American heritage and key priorities at work, with camera person Shubhendu Ghosh for DD India in New York.